And starting off the fireworks will be Mr. Wade Cantrell, and he will be introduced by Clifton Barnes.
All right, I'm happy to introduce Wade Cantrell of Cantrell's Computer Services. Now, Wade is providing computers and IT consulting in the area since 1998. And between getting his engineering degree and starting his own business, Wade spent time as a project engineer, a technical sales consultant, and plant manager. Now, Wade, his wife Betty, and children, Lauren and Brett, moved to Pleasant Hill in 1995. Betty and Wade recently adopted a rescue dog named Kira. More about Kira later. All right, in his off hours, you may find Wade at the barbecue, his vegetable garden, or behind a book. During shelter in place, Wade has taken up his hobbies using fermentation, specifically sourdough bread, yogurt, and beer. Wade is eager to travel again and visit family. You may not know that Wade can trace his Cantrell family line all the way to Richard Cantrell of England, who came to Philadelphia with William Penn in 1682. In the end, Wade strives to being ethical and honest in life and in business. Everyone, Wade Cantrell.
Okay, assuming everybody can see that you should see my slides now. So thank you, Clifton. Well done. I do want to take a moment to acknowledge the recent events that have been unsettling. I do see a brighter future. This definitely, we're on a journey, and I plan to do what I can for positive change. With that said, I would like to start with the family as most. As you can see, most of these are going to be pre-pandemic, and the left picture is of my complete immediate family. Right picture was when Betty and I were doing a Christmas Eve celebration a couple of years ago. So here's Betty and Lauren and Brett again. Lauren and Brett on the left, they've been doing this pose, I think, this piggyback pose since probably when Lauren was 5 and Brett was 2. Fast forward to adults, Lauren is still working out quite a bit. And even though she's 31 and a lot smaller, she can easily pick up Brett and the piggyback pose. The one on the right is a reenactment of a photo that we did when we first moved here, shortly after we moved here. This is from the top of Paul Park and overlooking kind of the central Contra Costa County. Okay, so this is Kira. This is our 1-year-old foster dog. My favorite picture is the one in the middle. She loves to bring big stuff back to us, and that is not the biggest thing that she has fetched or brought back to us. A great dog, especially for Betty. Brings a lot of joy to the family. All right, so what does Cantrell's Computer Sales and Service do? You've heard me during many of the 30 seconds say that we provide the products and IT support to make the complex world of computers and IT networks easier and more secure for our customers. Well, what does it really mean to our customers? Basically, our efforts allow our customers to focus on their business, and it gives our customers peace of mind because we're reducing their stress and also making their data secure. So what happens when you refer a client to me in my business? A business client, one that's more complex than, let's say, some break fix, like, hey, I need to upgrade my hard drive or something like that. Our typical process involves these steps. First is typically a discovery process, which first starts with phone calls and emails, and will eventually probably get to a tech survey. One of my techs will do either remotely or, if necessary, do on site. We then will go after the discovery. We will propose and with the customer agree to a scope of work. Following that will be a plan of action. And the big difference is specific solutions and prices. Then the client signs an IT consulting agreement with us, makes the initial payment, and we implement the plan of action. So here's an example that happened actually this week. The story is that a former customer of ours that came back, his name is George, he owns a construction company. He called 2 days ago saying that he was just 1 day away from losing everything. See, he had bought his new computer, transferred the data from his old laptop, And then the following day, his old laptop got stolen. He said that if he would not have transferred that data, he would have lost everything. So the reason he's calling us now is because, again, he has all of his data on one computer, no backup. So in the process of talking to him, I realized that we needed to go into more details. I ended up having our senior tech join the chat, Chris. We talked and got more involved in the discovery agreement. And then we proceeded to determine that he uses both Macs and PCs, which adds complexity of the process. Needed not only a backup solution, but cybersecurity. He also wanted centralized storage so he could access from work and home. And he also needed the ability to collaborate with others. So after this discovery process, Chris ended up, by the way, when we can do all this for him. After the discovery process, Chris went out and had to go to his site to look everything over. And then we are now in the stage proposing a scope of work. And essentially we're going to be sharing with him what we believe based on our observations and listening to him, what we need to do, and then provide them that, assuming that scope of work is correct. Then what we will do is in the plan of action, which is very similar to the scope of work again, except it's the specific solutions with pricing. And we'll probably be able to combine some of this so that there's really only maybe 2 or 3 solutions versus a myriad of solutions that solve all of his problems. So following this, again, we end up signing an agreement. He makes an initial payment and we'll start the plan of action and go through according to what everybody has agreed upon. So how do you refer me? Basically, I'm looking for business owners or company executives that could be private health clinics or anybody dealing with HIPAA information, accounting firms, attorneys, financial advisors, engineering contractors, private schools, nonprofits, pretty much the small businesses in the area that store sensitive information, and the technology is very important in their daily operations. I would like to say again to everybody, I've said this in the past, I believe I've gotten everybody, but if not, please let me know. These are the people who have given me referrals and business over the course of me being within CCBuRN. Thank you very much. And finally, my contact information, I'm Wade Cantrell, Cantrell's Computer Sales and Service. The best way to reach me is by phone or my email, and we have a brick and mortar in Contra, California. Thanks again. Happy New Year.